Hi, this is Angela with Cooley Environmental Safety Training, and this presentation is about how to make GHS compliant labels for portable containers of hazardous materials.
As part of the Globally Harmonized Systems, or GHS, for hazard communication, employers must make sure each container of hazardous chemicals in the workplace is labeled, tagged, or marked with specific hazard information. Portable containers into which hazardous chemicals are transferred from labeled containers must be labeled using the GHS system. This means the label must contain product identifier, signal words, hazard statements, pictograms, precautionary statements, and pictures, symbols, and names, address, and telephone number of the chemical manufacturer, importer, or whoever the other responsible party may be. There is an exception to this labeling requirement, though. That is, when the contents of the portable container are intended only for the immediate use by the person who performed the transfer to that portable container from a secondary larger container. In that case, that portable container does not need to be labeled, as long as it will always be in their possession while they're using it. These new labeling requirements are much more detailed than they used to be. No longer can you simply write on the portable container with a marker stating what it has in there. You must have a label that's affixed to it that contains, again, those 6 primary labeling elements. That is, it has to have the product identifier, what that material is. It has to have the signal word, either the warning or danger. It has to have the pictograms that are part of the GHS labeling system. You must have the precautionary statements, which in some cases can be quite detailed, as well as the hazard statement about that product. And then also, which isn't on this label here, but it should have, again, that manufacturer's contact information as well. There are labeling programs that you can buy, and those are probably best to use if you have a lot of different hazardous materials you work with and are transferring into portable containers. However, perhaps you have just a handful of materials you're doing this with, there is a simpler way to label those portable containers that you can use, and I provide a template for that on Cooley Environmental Safety Training's website, which you can link to at wasteandsafety.com and go to white papers. Basically, all you're going to need to do this is your product's MSDS or safety data sheets, some normal 2 by 4 inch shipping labels, and packaging tape. For the example that I'm going to use, it's going to be clean strip denatured alcohol. If someone wanted to take the hazardous product that's in that container and put it into a portable spray bottle for cleaning purposes, they would need to put on that portable spray bottle a GHS label. All the information that's going to be required on that GHS label can be found in sections 1 and 2 from the material safety data sheet or the safety data sheet that the manufacturer supplies. Again, a lot of times this is a lot of information that needs to be put on that label, so if you're going to use this method, you'll probably need to use 2 or more labels to get that information onto. But basically, from the safety data sheet, you can find, again, that product identifier, what it is. It's clean strip denatured alcohol. The manufacturer's information will be in section 1. It'll provide who the manufacturer is, their address, and contact phone number. And you may also want to copy over the emergency contact phone number as well, though that's not required. You'll find the pictograms that must be on the label as well, the signal word, then the hazard statements and precautionary statements. And in this case, there are a number of hazard statements and quite a few precautionary statements that are going to need to be on the container label. Basically, all you need to do is use the template, and you can cut and paste from a PDF of the safety data sheet that you can download from the manufacturer, and you can put that information into the labels. There's no prescribed order that the information has to be put in, so typically people usually start with what the product is and have the signal word and pictograms close together. And then you can put in your hazard statement and precautionary statements as well. In this example, we did the hazard statements, precautionary statements, then put in the contact information for the manufacturer as there was room on that precautionary statement, and then followed with another label that had the precautionary statements related to first aid and proper disposal. Once you've created those labels and transferred that information into the template, then you can simply print them out, place them on the portable container. It's advisable to cover them with some clear packaging tape. That way it'll protect the label from getting smeared by anything that may leak on it. And you are set to go with a properly labeled portable container of a hazardous material.